I'm Thomas. The island of Sodor is a very special place, and a very busy one too. What adventures will we get up to today? Let's find out, shall we?
Today's story is all about Percy the Small Engine, and is called Percy Tries His Best. Percy the Small Green Engine loves his life on the island of Sodor. He can pull passenger trains and trucks. But his favourite job is to pull the mail train. It makes him feel very happy. But what makes Percy a very special engine is that everyone knows how kind and helpful he is to everyone. Percy is said to have a big heart. One day, Percy was pulling empty vans back from the market. He had just delivered a load of fruit and vegetables to Tidmouth Market and was now on his way back to Narrator.
The Fat Controller will be pleased when he hears about this job. Wow! Go, Jason, go!
Thank you, Percy.
What a fast engine Caitlin is!
Percy hadn't got far up the line when suddenly he noticed Caitlin up ahead. This time, she and her train were at a standstill.
Caitlin? Caitlin!
Hello again, Percy.
What's happened?
I ran out of water, and now I'm stuck.
Oh dear. Don't worry, Caitlin. I can help you. I'll deliver my trucks to the nearest siding and come back and take your coaches.
Oh, I'm not sure.
Don't worry, Caitlin. I won't be long. I'll be right back, Caitlin. I promise.
But Percy, help is already coming.
Percy was determined to help his friend out. He raced as fast as he could to find a siding.
If I can find a siding to leave my trucks, I can then go back to help Caitlin.
But Percy hadn't found a siding at all. When he reached Wellsworth Station, he decided this was good enough. He shunted the empty vans into a siding and then ran to find a turntable.
Come on, hurry please!
Be patient, Percy. We'll get back to Caitlin as soon as we can.
Whatever's the matter, Percy? You look like you're rushed off your wheels.
It's Caitlin! She's run out of water on the main line! I'm going back to collect her passengers and take them to the next station! I'm coming, Caitlin! Percy to the rescue!
But Percy, I heard that help is already on the... Oh, never mind.
Percy raced back to Caitlin as fast as his wheels would carry him. He hoped he wasn't too late.
I'm coming, Caitlin! Don't worry, I'll be there in no time! Huh? Murdoch?
Hello, Percy.
Percy was very shocked when he saw that Murdoch was pulling Caitlin's coaches. Then he was in more of a shock to see Caitlin by a water tower having a nice drink. Her crew was shoveling coal from the bunker to the tender.
Caitlin!
Hello, Percy.
What on earth? What happened? Why is...
Oh, Murdoch came along and helped me. He shunted me into the siding and now he's taking my passengers to the next station. I will collect them when I am ready to go again.
What? But I was coming to help you.
I'm sorry, Percy. I was trying to tell you that help was already on the way. But you were already puffing away when I tried to tell you.
Oh, I'm sorry, Caitlin. I really wanted to help you, I really did.
I know you were. But thank you for trying to help me.
But I didn't get a chance to. And now I know why. I wasn't quick enough. That was the problem.
Percy, wait! It's not like that! Percy! Oh no!
For the rest of the day, Percy was feeling very upset about all of this. He was sad that he didn't get to help Caitlin at all. The troublesome trucks teased Percy on his next job.
Percy wants to help a friend or ends up at a dead end.
This made Percy feel even worse. He didn't say a word. That evening, Percy returned to Tidmouth Sheds, feeling very miserable. The other engines had heard about what had happened and were worried for their friend.
Cheer up, Percy. It's not a big deal. You did your best to help.
But that's the thing. I didn't get to help at all. All because I wasn't fast enough.
Don't worry, Percy. The important thing is that Caitlin is alright and back at work again.
Thomas is right. Even if you don't get to help Caitlin, she knows that you care enough to try and help her. That's something to be proud about, right?
I suppose so. But
what, Percy?
well, it's just I don't get to see Caitlin or Connor or even the little engines in the hills as much as I see my other friends. So I don't get to help her as much as I do for the other engines. The only time when Caitlin helped me was when she took my mail train the other night.
I remember that night. We all do. But even if you didn't get to help her, your heart was in the right place. Surely that helps.
Maybe. But I guess I was in the wrong place at the wrong time. That's why Murdoch got there first before me.
Nonsense, Percy. That has nothing to do with it.
Well, that's how I see it. I can't be bothered to talk about it anymore. Good night.
The other engines were now very worried. They wanted to do something to help Percy feel better, but they weren't sure what. The next morning, Percy puffed into Knapford Yards to collect his empty trucks. He was to take them to the coaling plant and then make a coal delivery to Killdane Station.
Well, off I go. I hope I can have a good day today.
Percy puffed along the line towards the coaling plant. The empty trucks rattled and clattered along behind. But Percy was still feeling sad about the previous day.
I was only trying to help Caitlin, but I guess I wasn't useful enough to help her.
Don't feel too upset, Percy. We all know you're really useful, and I'm sure Caitlin doesn't mind.
But Percy didn't think so. Soon, he arrived at the coaling plant. As he puffed under the chute, he saw Murdoch close by taking on water. He was going to make a delivery of coal to the transfer yards. Murdoch saw Percy loading his trucks onto the coal chute. He was hoping he could say hello before Percy left. In no time at all, the coal was loaded into the trucks. When the train was ready, Percy set off to make his delivery.
Hello, Murdoch.
Oh, hello, Percy. Oh dear.
Percy made his way along the line towards Killdane Station. He hardly got to go to that station much, so this made a nice change for him. He was thinking of ways on how he could show Caitlin that he was a useful engine. But he couldn't think of anything that might work. Further up the line, Percy had to stop at a junction for a red signal. He was glad of a chance to rest his wheels. Then he heard a familiar whistle. It was Caitlin. She pulled up alongside Percy. Her signal was red too.
Hello, Percy.
Oh, hello, Caitlin.
Are you alright, Percy?
I'm sorry I didn't get to help you yesterday. I didn't realise that help was already on its way to you.
Oh, it's alright, Percy.
Not to me it isn't. I really wanted to help you and show you that I am a helpful engine. But I don't get to show that to you as much as I should.
What do you mean, Percy?
Well...
Oh, that's my signal. I had better go. Sorry, Percy. I'll speak to you again soon. Bye-bye.
Bye, Caitlin.
Soon, Percy was on his way again. He raced up Gordon's Hill with his loaded trucks and then rattled down the other side. It wasn't long until he approached Killdane Station. He pulled into the yards to rest his wheels.
Well done, Percy. You're right on time and really reliable. The Fat Controller will be pleased when I tell him about this.
Thank you, sir.
Hello, Percy.
Oh, hello, Molly. What are you doing here?
I'm here to collect a goods train and take it up to Vickerstown Station. What are you doing here?
I'm just delivering these coal trucks. I'm trying to have a better day than I did yesterday.
What do you mean, Percy?
Molly, have you ever tried to help someone but then realised that someone else got there first?
No, I can't say I have, Percy. Why?
Percy told Molly all about the events from yesterday and how he had tried to help Caitlin.
I left my trucks at Wellsworth Station and went back for Caitlin's passengers. But when I got back, Murdoch was pulling them and Caitlin had already been shut into the water tower. I was too late to help.
Oh, right. Well, don't feel too sad about it, Percy. I can see you meant well. And even if you didn't get to help, Caitlin is still your friend.
I understand, Molly, but I guess I'm not much of a helpful engine as I thought I was.
Yes, you are, Percy. You are a very helpful engine. You helped me to make friends with Rebecca when you told me all about her. You are a great little engine, and I'm sure Caitlin would agree with me on that.
You think so, Molly?
Of course I do. Now if you'll excuse me, I had better get going. Goodbye, Percy, and remember what I said.
Bye, Molly.
Percy made his way back along the line with his next train. He was delivering empty flatbeds to the steelworks. They were needed for an important job. But Percy was still thinking about Caitlin.
I wish there was a way I could show Caitlin how useful I really am. But I guess I'm not big or special enough to help a strong engine like her.
You'll get your chance to help. It's just a matter of waiting for the right moment. Sometimes it can come along at a time when you least expect it.
Percy thought about this, but he wasn't sure what his driver meant by that. Then, as he rounded the bend near a junction, he was surprised to see Caitlin standing in the middle of the line again. This time, she was on her own, and without her coaches, she looked very sad. Percy pulled up behind her.
Caitlin, what's happened?
Oh, hello again, Percy. One of my crank pins broke, and now my side rods had to be taken off. Henry has to pull my passengers to Vickerstown.
Oh dear. Not to worry, Caitlin. I can help you.
Thank you, Percy. But Edward has already gone to fetch the workmen to fix my side roads. There's really nothing you can do.
Oh.
Then there was a sound of loud clattering in the distance. Suddenly, the signalman ran out of the signal box.
Runaway trucks are coming! They're heading this way!
Sure enough, a brake van and 6 trucks of sand had broken free from Neville's train. They were running out of control.
On, faster, faster!
Oh no! Jason! Get out of the way! Quickly!
I wish I could, but... Oh no!
Jason!
Percy could see the trucks racing towards them. So, he charged for Caitlin and pushed her as hard as he could.
Huh?
Percy's firemen shoveled more coal into the fire, and then with enough steam, Percy pushed Caitlin into the siding by the signal box. Percy made it just in time, but he was too late to save himself. The brake van and the trucks crashed into the flatbeds, knocking them both off the tracks. The first flatbed tipped Percy over, and he fell onto his side. When the dust cleared, everyone could see what had happened. The brake van and 3 of the trucks had come off the tracks, and sand had poured everywhere. Percy was lying on his side, feeling quite hurt. Luckily, no one else was hurt. The guard and Percy's crew had jumped clear before the crash.
Percy, are you all right?
I think so, Keystone. Just off the line, that's all.
You saved me from a crash. That was very brave of you.
Thank you, Keystone.
You are really off the line, Percy. I'll go and call for help.
No need! I've just called for help. Rocky's on his way.
Oh, thank you very much. You see, Percy, there's nothing to feel bad about.
Oh, now I understand.
Murdoch was racing to the rescue with Rocky the crane. He was puffing as fast as he could to the scene of the accident. In no time at all, Rocky and the workmen were clearing up the mess. The brake van and trucks were soon lifted back onto the tracks. Then Edward, who had brought the workmen to fix Caitlin, took away the trucks and shunted them away. Rocky lifted Percy off his side and into the air. The workmen looked Percy all over.
Oh, you've got some serious scratches and dents on your tanks, Percy. You'll have to go to the steamworks to be repaired.
The steamworks? But that was where I was going in the first place.
Well, that's a coincidence. That would be a nice trip for you, Percy.
But how can I get to the steamworks? I can't puff along like this.
I'd help you, Percy, but I need to deliver Neville's trucks of sand.
And I need to take Rocky back to the search and rescue center.
I can take you, Percy. It's the least I can do to help you.
Really, Kingston? Oh, thank you!
Soon, Caitlin puffed on her way to the steamworks with Percy and his flatbeds. Percy was tied securely onto a flatbed and he rested happily. He was starting to feel much better with himself. Then he looked at Caitlin and decided to talk to her.
Thank you for taking me to the steamworks, Caitlin.
That's all right, Percy. I'm always happy to help.
I'm sorry about earlier. I was just sad because I didn't get to help you in the way I wanted to help you. Plus, I felt I didn't get a chance to help.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I get to help all my friends on Sodor a lot. But I don't get a chance to help you or Connor or any other engine I rarely get to see. Because I'm always busy on the branch line. So I thought I could show you just how really useful I am. The only time you helped me was when you took my mail train for me the other night.
Oh, Percy. I know you're really useful. I was pleased when you tried to help me yesterday. But even if you didn't get to help me, I know you meant well, and I know your heart was in the right place. But what you did for me back there was very helpful indeed. You saved me from getting a damaged skirt and a funnel full of sand. I really can't thank you enough.
Oh, that's alright. I guess my driver was right. The right moment to help out can come at a time when you least expect it.
It certainly can. That's something new we've both learned today. Anyway, thank you for coming to my rescue.
I'm glad I could try and help. And thank you for coming to my rescue. You really are a helpful engine.
And so are you, Percy.
Thank you, Caitlin. My big, strong, fast, streamlined friend.
Not a problem, Percy. My little, kind, happy, helpful little engine.
And the two friends chatted happily all the way to the steamworks.
Wow, what an adventure that was! Percy certainly learnt an important lesson today. It's very kind to help your friends when they need you, and it's true that the right moment can come along when you least expect it. I hope you had fun with us today. I'll see you again for another adventure. Goodbye, my friends. See you again soon.